Attention! Allies recruits, my name is Master Drill Sergeant Thaddeus NHD, and today is your lesson in history. Enlighten me. Can any of you tell me why we have tanks, or where they came from? Why we don't run directly at the enemy without taking cover? And why there's a pointy tip on the end of your rifle bullets? Any of you? Well, it is a lesser known aspect of history, but believe it or not, it broke the barrier of combat range back in the day. Can any of you tell me what this invention was called? The invention that broke the barrier of the combat range. I didn't think so. It's called the Spitze bullet tip. That's German for pointy. Pointy bullet tip. Spitzer bullet tip. Where did this all start? This all started way before the Great War, back in the 1870s, when France and Prussia had a war. France, under Napoleon III, was looking to expand its territory, and Prussia, under Ludwig Winthus, looking to do the same. Conflict was soon inevitable. This is known as the Franco-Prussian War, and in it, there are only 4 main battles. This is because Prussia had nearly 3 times the men, many more railroads, much more resources, and better training for its troops. All of that, in addition to the French government's arrogance, meant that a victor was clearly decided. After the humiliating loss of France, Prussia gained many of its territories and became united into the German Empire. Fearing its new and vast power, the French military sought an improvement in their military weapons. This, recruits, is where our story begins. Improvements. What can I do to make this better? Oh, what's this? It's a letter from mon ami Paul. Let's see what it says. Dear Desalu, in my lab, I think I've created a way to improve upon our black powder. Rather than using sulfur, potassium nitrate, and charcoal like we used to, I tried a combination of soluble and insoluble nitrocellulose, in addition with a hint of ether. This caused a very interesting reaction in my lab, where much less smoke was being emitted. If you put what's in this new powder B into one of your Lebel bullets, I'm sure it would work much better. Tous amis, Paul. 2. Take what's in this file down to the range, and put what's in it into one of our Lebel bullets. Then give me a power comparison comparing it to our old black powder rounds. Allez. Improvements. I can't think of anything. Wait, what if I... Aha! Let's see if this new pointy bullet works. 2. Now take this round down to the firing range and show me how far it can go. Go. And now we'll wait for the results. You have to wait very long. The lab reports. Let's see what they say. Incredible! The new powder B, or that nitrocellulose powder, seemed to launch the bullets much further. And look, nearly 3 times the power. And my pointy bullet went about 1,000 meters further and was much more accurate. This is incredible. With this new powder and bullets, maybe we could get an advantage over the Germans. Perhaps break the barrier of combat range that's been holding us back this whole time. This is incredible. I need to tell President Diaz. Extra. Read all about it. The common bullet meets the common man in our wonderful year of 1916. Barriers of combat range shattered. Troops killed thousands of yards away. Hey. Have you guys heard about what's happening over in Europe? Well, I'm sure you have, but have you heard it was largely because of a new kind of bullet? Yeah, them Frenchies made a sort of pointy bullet and some cool smokeless powder. Rumor has it the German Empire heard about this advancement, stole it, and put them into their rifles. They call them the Spitzer bullet tips. My producer says that's German for pointy. These new bullets are rumored to go out to a couple thousand yards further than the other ones and be much more accurate. Who'd have thought a simple tip shave could cause such a massive change? But yeah, because of some new kinds of guns over there, they got put into miles upon miles of trenches. Guns like the old British Vickers, that, I kid you not, was developed in our own United States of America. We just happened to sell the plans to the British. This new British Vickers gun, it's fully automatic. It does this by using something called recoil auto-loading. Every new shot kicks the gun back. That natural kick helps push back the old round and helps pull in a new round every single time it fires. This allows it to fire much faster than those bolt-action rifles. Speaking of which, these new bolt-action rifles with the Spitze bullets are able to kill out to 5,000 meters and are accurate out to 800 yards. Meters. Who uses meters? Anyway, because of some new kinds of technology over there, but not new strategies, the death toll has been jacked through the roof, with the battles of Verdun having more than 750,000 casualties on both sides. And worse, at the Battle of Somme, At the Battle of Somme, more than 1 million killed overall. But you'll never guess, they introduced something crazier than new bullets, guns. They introduced something called tanks. No? Tanks? You know, the giant metal cars that can carry troops safely across no man's land and the machine gun fire that plagues it, and carry weapons that can destroy entire buildings? No? Huh. I thought this was pretty cool. Well, not cool, I suppose, because of the war and all, but I'm getting distracted. Point is, the Spitze bullet has killed more people than ever before. Now, you guys want a paper on it? No? Extra, read all about it. Areas of combat range shattered. Until 1918, we lost the war, and an armistice was signed. Though the Ottomans and the Bulgarians were against it, the morale of our troops and our people were fast to diminish from the war. We knew that if we won this war, it meant not only more land for Deutschland, but also honor and glory for us as soldiers. But at the cost of millions of Deutschland lives, bombing overpopulated cities like Paris, and thousands upon thousands of miles of land scorched by artillery, gas, and fire, soon this rumored honor and glory was beginning to look more and more of that of a myth. And the trenches were brutal, and the strategies we used left our troops out in the open, waiting and begging for the Allies to gun them down. Before we heard about the advancements of the Panzer, or tank, we ran at the enemies head on, but with the new rifle and Maschinengewehr, they gunned us down so fast and so far away, we couldn't even see their faces. And with the new Spitze bullets being everywhere now, its short-term impacts hardly matter. Even with one of those American gun experts, Philippe Massereau, saying that it is the most common rifle bullet in use today. So the only short-term effects that I think even matter will be the millions of lives lost in this great war and the advancement brought about because of it. It's like my good father once said, once we make an advancement, it's impossible to go back. What? Yeah, mein General, ich komme jetzt. My platoon is calling me. I have to go. Just don't forget about this war, about our soldiers, about this bullet. The effects have been catastrophic, and I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon. Auf Wiedersehen. That German soldier over there was right about one thing. These militaristic advancements never stopped. Even 75 years later, we've improved upon our weapons of warfare. Just take a look at the battlefield right now. Oh wait, you can't. Because tanks, planes, and drones have destroyed it already. I should tell you that simple advancements like the automatic rifle are everywhere now, and are instantly recognizable. Most of them stemming from the Browning automatic rifle, or BAR, that was introduced in World War I using the Spitze bullet. Rifles like the Armalite rifle or AR-15, automatic Kalashnikov or AK-47, or M429 SAW or squad automatic machine gun, and many, many more. Not to mention the entirely new branches of military created by the range that the Spitze bullet made. I'm of course talking about the Marine Sniper Corps and the M107 50 cal sniper rifles, the German Special Forces with their elongated H&K 417 variants, and even the True d'Elite for the French with their Hectate 2 sniper rifles. All of this death, all of this destruction, all of these advancements, all largely brought about because of the newest advancement, the Spitzer bullet. That's all the time we have for right now, class. Dismissed!